So let's start our little hops or running in place, whatever you want to do. Hopping around, lymphatic drainage. Morning, Mike. Just warming up. All right, arm swings. All right, squat up on the toes. Really get that swing. We're gonna do some pullovers today and around the world. So let's get those lats loosened up, chest loosened up. Good, upper body. And golf swing. Good, knee up. Open up that chest, stretch, bring that knee up. All right, bring it into down dog, stretch your shoulders, pedal out your feet. All right, bring it on up, and I want you to do some hops again, maybe some like twisted here. So you guys keep doing that, and then I'm going to show you what we're doing so you can figure out what you want to do. If at any time you need to do something else, because I'm taking a little long and you want to stop hopping, do something else. So you're going to get one heavy weight today, and we're going to do this squat, full frontal, back down here. So you want one heavy weight you can do that with. You want one heavy weight you can do single leg with. If you don't have just one, you're welcome to do two weights. And then you need the weight, and we're going to go around the world and then a standing pullover. So go ahead and rest. Maybe get a couple weights so you have them. And again, if you need something, if you need the two weights for the RDLs because you don't have one heavy, that's okay. And of course, we'll do 3 rounds. So you can always start lighter and then go heavier. And then use a little bit of momentum when we're doing the squat and the full frontal. So arms have to go straight overhead. So they're not coming up here. Make sure the weight can go straight overhead. Really load your glutes and push through your heels on these squats. Okay. And of course, core tight. Push through those heels. Load those glutes and up. All right, finish your rep. And then I would put the weight on the ground to rest your hands. And then I'm going to grab that one heavy weight and I'm going to do single leg. So slow and control, loading that one leg, hammies, glutes. Back straight, keep the weight close to your leg. Straight back with the other leg, try not to externally rotate. Finish your rep and then put your weight on the floor. All right, other leg. And Mike, you can keep doing it like that. I'm holding it with two hands, but it's just a little different. If you want to try it and you want to keep doing it like how you're doing it, I'm cool with that. I know you know what you're doing. All right, put that weight down. Okay, this one's funky, you guys. So you're gonna do your around the world, bring it all the way to the front, and then a standing pullover. And then make sure you go the other way, and then pull over, not triceps, okay? Pull it over. And then try your best to alternate. Bring it to the front, stretch it, core tight, working those lats. Finish out your rep. And we're gonna go to mountain climbers, but we're gonna go slow and really trying to work our core. So slow mountain climbers. Get that tummy nice and tight. All right, pick up your pace. Regular mountain climbers, go, 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 go. 3, 2, rest. Okay, so rest, and if you need to do anything like this with your wrists, if your wrists are tired from being on them, holding that weight, you need to stretch anything else, switch out your weight. We're gonna do that again. So we got our squat, full frontal to overhead and bring it back to the chest. Okay, we ready? If your weight's kind of heavy, you might have to do that like a little bit of momentum, bring it up. And then bring it overhead and then bring it down to the chest. And then start again. Full frontal, overhead, bring it back down to the chest. And then the Start again. All right, rest. So the other night, Finley was watching, we were watching a show, and I usually say, okay, pause, because we have to talk. And I was like, okay, rest, because I say it so much. All right, grab that weight, single leg. Then remember, keep that back straight, shoulder blades down and together. No archy. All right. Other leg. And make sure that leg's not completely locked out. That slight bend. Keep those hips square. All right, we're done. All right, around the world, pull over. All the way around that head. Bring it to the front. Stretch. So if that left arm is down, think about that left arm pushing that weight up. And then same thing when you go to the other side, think about that pushing up. All right, rest. Okay, we're gonna go to mountain climber. We're gonna go slow to start, cross under. Think about that core, nice and tight. Cross it underneath you. All right, pick up that pace. Quick, 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 under, cross, 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 cross. 3, 2, rest. All right, grab some water. All right, grab our weight, full frontal. Squat. Load those glutes. Power up. Good. Single leg. Rest. All right, other leg. Feel that stretch in those hamstrings. Hopefully a little activation in the glutes. Keeping that weight close. Hips square. Good. All right, around the world and then pull over. Good. Okay, we're gonna do those mountain climbers where we kind of like step out to the right and step out to the left. Start out a little slow and then we'll go a little faster. So a little hop hop and then knee to elbow. All right, pick up your pace, pick up your pace. Work that cardio. 3, 2, awesome. Okay, so have some heavy weights that you can do chest press with. If you want to get on a ball or a BOSU, that's cool. Or if you want to just do it from the floor, ankle weights and those 2 heavy weights. All right, let's go ahead and start with chest press before you get down. If you want to get a ball or a BOSU, or if you want to just do it from the floor, that's cool. But let's start with our chest press. All right, carefully put those weights down. And then we're gonna kind of just mix it up a little bit on our order of exercises. Go ahead and roll to your side. And we're gonna start with our sideline. And if you feel like your hip is starting to hike up, reset it, elongate it. Good. Okay, we got inner. Make sure it's the inner thigh. So remember what side you just worked, because we got to work it here in a minute. But we're going to go back to chest press. So you have some time if you're getting on a ball or BOSU. Good. Let's put those weights down and then go to the side for sideline that you have not done. Toe down, work those glutes. Good. Inner. Good. Last set of our chest press. You got some time? All the way up and together. Try to engage those triceps at the top. Good. All right, let's flip it on over. We're gonna go straight leg behind you, extend. Keep it straight. You can go to your elbows if your hands are starting to hurt. Good. Bring it in. You can stretch back. You could do your little hip side to side. And then we'll go ahead and do the same thing, other leg. If it feels a little long, it's because we're going for 45 seconds. But I am giving you more rest time in between. Good. Keep that toe down. Good. Rest. So next exercise, we're going to go bent leg, fire hydrant. And take your time. Woo! Okay, rest. Other side. All right, come to a seated position. Hopefully you can do this with your ankle weight still on. We're gonna sit up nice and tall, straight, core tight, and lift that one leg. Quads nice and tight. Good. Same thing, other leg. Core tight. Quads engaged. Good. All right. Flip it on over. We got full donkey kick. All the way up there. heel to the ceiling. Extend up, core tight. Good stretch. Other leg. All the way up there. Good, flip it over. We're gonna either do reverse crunch, or if you can with your ankle weights on, give me a double crunch. But kind of depends on how this feels for you, to either just do reverse, or if you can do the double. And your back can arch. If you're doing this, you can arch, and then give me a good crunch. And rest. Great job today.